Raptors looked bad yesterday. Jared Allen got going immediately. Toronto had no answer. Later on, Mobley got going again, no answer. That big difference in the front court talent is going to be a story throughout this series. And then you have that same issue in the backcourt as well, especially with quickly out. Mitchell and Harden can really get whatever they want against Toronto. Toronto wasn't getting any easy shots up. Cleveland's making it tough on them. Cleveland, great shooting. Toronto shot the ball pretty well as well, but it just doesn't matter against a Cleveland team that just has more potent offense, more weapons that they can really use to break down the Toronto defense. One positive for Toronto is they didn't really waste any time getting into their actions, which over the course of a series, if they can win a few games, is going to potentially wear Cleveland down. Toronto doesn't usually play the fastest style of game, and especially in the playoffs, it is odd to adopt a faster pace, but it may work. It doesn't seem like they stand a very good chance against Cleveland, so anything they can try to wear Cleveland down, run them off the court, is going to benefit them in the long run. Another thing we saw that doesn't seem to indicate anything, Scotty had a very hot shooting start from three. That's not his game. That's not really something Cleveland has to game plan for. They can just let him keep taking those. It will get to a point where he starts to miss them. He's not a volume three-point shooter. Even if he hits one or two a game, that's not really going to be the difference maker. Cleveland is just focused on not giving up any easy buckets, not letting the Raptors get into the rhythm that they want to. A lot of people were questioning the chemistry that Harden and Mitchell would have in the regular season, even coming into the playoffs. Harden, notoriously not the best in the playoffs. He had a great first game yesterday. He already seems to have amazing chemistry with everyone across the board in Cleveland. That Jared Allen connection, especially, is really unlocking him. And again, against a Toronto team without the size to really stop that, they can just hunt that matchup. Allen versus Pirtle is not a matchup that the Raptors want to be giving up, but it is one that Cleveland can force upon them. In spite of everything the Cavs were doing right, it was still a pretty tight game until the third quarter. They absolutely exploded there. Max Strus went off. He's still only played like 15, 16 games this season. Really is still playing himself back into form. So a game like that is going to do wonders for his confidence. And Toronto really doesn't have any way to stop that. It may not happen every game, but quarters like that may be seen across this series. The Cavs do just have the offensive firepower to create that possibility. Another thing you can count upon is Mitchell always bringing his A game in the playoffs. Despite the lack of team success so far in his career, there's no doubt that he is one of the greatest playoff performers of his generation. He always ups his game in the playoffs, kind of an Eastern Conference Jamal Murray in that way. I expect to see that again for him for however long Cleveland's run goes, and especially in this first series against the Raptors defense that already looks lost and as if they don't know how to stop Cleveland. Another thing we saw was similar shooting percentages across the board from both teams. That is always going to favor Cleveland. They have the more efficient, more potent offense. So Toronto has to limit those easy buckets as much as they can, protect the three ball, as well as staying home at the rim. If they can't do that, Cleveland's going to feast all series long, and then Toronto has to be getting out in transition to get some easy buckets on offense. After seeing game one, I am still sticking by Cavs in 5. They have the firepower, obviously, to sweep Toronto. I do think that Toronto will steal one at home, and it really does feel like they would be stealing it because this series is just a complete mismatch in spite of what the season series record might say. The Raptors simply are not at that level yet. They don't have any playoff experience hardly at all. And yeah, not a good matchup for them, but expect to see them back next season.